Alright, welcome guys, welcome back to Elemental Reforged. We're playing as the Trogs, the Yithril basically is the one we have. We're now leading the game, which is great. We have a few people that are unhappy with us, which is fine. Basically all the kingdoms, all the empires in through here, except for Altar, are sort of ambivalent towards us, but certainly the kingdoms, we're playing as one of the empires. It's sort of the game sort of splits between empires and kingdoms, and you can change that. You can redesign your own factions and do whatever else you want to be doing. But anyway, that's sort of what we actually end up having. Now in the last one, we've got this Paradin that we're actually at war with is down to just one city now, but it's very, very hard to break through there. Not really a lot we can do with that, I don't think, at this point in time. I think what I'll do is clear out all the back now and build up I'll build up just solid armies, I think, and we'll just go from there. Hi Carl, how you going? Hope you're doing well, and hi to anybody else that's joined us as well. So now I've labelled this one Juggernauts because when we have now gone through with our warfare, we're now sort of trying to get armor, but we have now got Juggernauts. Excuse me, and with that we get the dual guillotine axe and the Juggernaut unit itself. And when we left it, I couldn't actually find the Juggernauts in the training menu, but it's right there. So either I completely missed it last time, or it wasn't there, but it is there now. So we can now start pumping these out. We are getting a couple of sword sentinels. I'm thinking we might even go back to the dual axe wielders that we had designed as well. These are very, very strong. You can see the attack there, 18 by 5. The defense is only 9. The defense here is 10. It's only slightly better for the sword sentinels. Yeah, it's sort of interesting. But the Juggernauts, I think we want to get a few of these in the mix of what we actually have. These are incredible, these units. So if we go and design one of them, if I just go to the design menu and go to Juggernaut. So this is what the Juggernauts are. These are monstrously large orc units, basically. They're sort of like essentially the equivalent of having like ogres, but from within the actual race itself. They're specially bred, just one-off. They're not parts of groups. They're just a single unit that does a lot of damage. So if I go and edit this, just so you can sort of see what we can then go and do. They come in with these dual guillotine axes, which do a lot of damage, 18 attack. So they're massively big. The actual attack that they actually have, as opposed to just 10 attack back through there. So we can chop and change the actual loadout if we're wanting to, but the benefit of these is when we go to traits, we've actually got a whole lot of other things that we can then go and do. So they've got like they've got more traits in here than normal units. Normal units don't actually have that. In fact, what I might do is just go back to a normal unit. Let's just go and grab a defender and go to edit and have a look at their traits. You can see there's a lot less sorry, available for these units than there are for the Juggernauts. So these have still got precision. The last one here is veteran. I mean, I think it's the other ones get interspersed in between all this stuff. But anyway, let's just go back to whoops, cancel. Just go back to Juggernauts again and just go back and edit this one. So with the different abilities that they actually end up having, so they've got this Juggernaut, which is so attacks, adjust, piercing. So it does plus 100 chance to avoid prone, so it can't be knocked over, and it has plus 2.5 splash damage. So it does splash damage to the areas around it, which is actually fairly big. You've got to be careful where you use them because you don't want them next to your own units. But these these essentially are also like they can be damaged. You know, so you have to be like these have got 91 hit points, which is good. They don't have their armor is. They've got spell resistance of only 1 and no armor, so they've got no real defense. So they can be quite weak in that sense. But what you do need is the attack in through here. 45 attack is massive. But the other thing that they've got other abilities which other units don't have, like Maul. So the unit continues to attack even if it misses. Each attack until it misses, sorry. Each attack has a cumulative minus 15% to accuracy. So that's one where we can actually just keep on getting hit after hit after hit. And this can be extremely powerful. So if we can find units that are easy to hit, they should just be able to smash their way through them. And then we've also then got brutal nature, so plus 50% to attack. So the attack there is up because of that brutal nature. So that adds another plus 9. And over through here we've then got ignore pain. So you end up with another plus 30 hit points, which gives them better survivability. Now, is it better for us to try other things? I don't know. Actually, it's one of these things where to get the precision means they're going to have more attack times. They've only got precision of 61. So in this case, the precision that they've got isn't great. But what do we get rid of to make use of that? We also have things like uncontrolled rage at plus 50% splash damage, which will then do even more splash damage. They've got a few other things as well, like there's veteran, underdog. But there's a few extra little stuff that they actually end up having in here, which is not really sort of something that's going to be better than what we've got here, I don't think. Like the plus 50% attack just means they're going to be doing so much more damage. It's one of these things, like, do we try to make it so that they can do more hits, but if we do that, then it's at the expense of actual damage anyway? And I think we do need the ignore pain. I think that's something we do require, the plus 30 hit points. So I don't think we're going to actually change this at all. Like, even if the equipment that they've got, I could actually go into a one-handed weapon, like a warhammer or something, and put a shield on it. But then what do we gain? We actually end up doing less damage. That's only 9 attack versus 18 attack. So I'm better off doing the big attacks. Hi Tenru, how you going? So Tenru is saying the latest patch fixed quite a few of, at least for me, UI text issues, less breaking of my immersion. That's good. Plus, I'm no longer paying tribute, even though I'm the one demanding it. Yeah, okay. That's yeah. I haven't actually. This is the first time I've actually opened the game up. It did update 2 days ago, I think. Or yesterday. Did it update yesterday? I think that was sort of when the update came through. I'm just going to grab myself a drink of water. Be right back. Yeah, so the Juggernaut was added, it's certainly, I hadn't noticed it before the update. The update was quite a small update too. It was only megabytes. It wasn't sort of gigabytes or anything. And I don't really think I noticed a difference in the actual version number, to be honest, when I opened it up. Anyway, that's for the armor. We don't have anything special there, and we can't use armor anyway with the dual axes. Equipment. There's nothing in here that we want either, really. I've got 20 dodge versus ranged attacks. That wouldn't be bad, just to keep it so that if ranged units are coming in, it's got a better chance of actually avoiding them. Plus 1 initiative will just mean that it moves a little bit earlier than the others, which is actually not a bad thing as well. Actually, both of those are good. 3 hit points on top of the 91 isn't going to really make that much difference. This is actually more useful for when you've got like multiple units in a stack. That can then sort of multiply by the number of units. So, for example, any other unit, we've got five units in a stack now. And so that would be 15 points, which is actually fairly substantial. Cold attack we don't need. Throwing knives we don't need. Ring of nullification, 1 lightning attack. Does give them spell resistance, actually. Interesting. That one wouldn't be bad either. Now this one here is sort of like, it's got plus 90 accuracy, but I don't think it's that accuracy. I think it's only ranged. It feels like it feels like that's not what we want. That particular Geot's quiver back and through there, and heart of flame, flame resistance. We're not going to need that either. I don't think all that much. This one here, I think we just grab that one. Let's just go and place that one on there. And so we'll just go and do that one. Then the other is just sort of like change. This glitches it out, so I won't bother changing those. And traits we've got as well. So we'll just do a save. This is beyond a juggernaut. So what do we call this one? Juggernaut. A destroyer juggernaut. No, it's not even that. It's a dodging. What do we call it? This is a quick one. Yeah, okay. Tenor is saying, yeah, the patch released on the 20th. Check the options menu. They removed quite a few options in the basic and advanced tab. Oh, okay. Interesting. Juggernaut plus, that'll do. All right, we'll just save it. So that's our new unit. So we now have Juggernaut Plus down the bottom through here. So that's going to be the new guy with the belt of precognition. That's the only change we made. Done. So we're going to go across and train those guys up. And I'm going to train a couple of these in here. I'm going to move them into there. I'll just get a couple initially. I think what I might do is I'm going to have to overwhelm this city, and it means I'm going to have to basically throw units at it. They've got the command post coming in 5. I can't rush that. It's still 210. I'm down to my money I've used up everywhere. I want this city to also start to pump out units once the command post comes. If we just go back to build, Foundry, Black Market. Yeah, that's when next time when we come back and do it. Just go back to the train menu. We'll end up starting to then train up units, but I'll get rid of a couple of these extra little bonuses. So we'll start to build up in here as well. So we'll sort of go that way. Now that also, yeah, it's only got the one essence. It's the essence slots. I just want to get extra attacks and stuff with these essence slots. I wonder if that's now fixed the problem that this one actually had with the units that are coming in through here. Defense of 10. We actually had, if we have a look at the actual details, one of these wasn't working. That one was, but this one, Aura of Might. So all units trained in the city get +1 defense per essence. We'll see what happens with the Juggernauts when we have a look at these. If we just click on, yeah, we'll have a look at the Juggernaut when it comes out, and let's just see what it's actually got. So at the moment, it's too difficult for us to break into the new Paradin back in through here, and so we're going to take Urgoth's army, I think, and we could, because this is now the most powerful army, we could actually start to move down into other zones and actually sort of test things out, and then just leave another force back in here just to sort of monitor things. I might do that actually. I might send them away, because when we tested it yesterday, it's just too hard to break into there. We'll need to try to find other ways. So let's go off on the warpath in other directions. Now these are likely to end up losing. We've still got 2 more slots. Let's just go and move into here, I think. We do actually have this group in here as well. These sword sentinels. How far can they reach? So they can get to there. And then we'll move this group up to join up with that. Ah, she's back out. Good, 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 good. Okay, we'll take her now because I just like to destroy her all the time. So she's back up to 172. She's very, very powerful. But with our sword sentinels and also with our dual axe wielders, we're going to be okay here. So let's just go. We've got training complete now for another sentinel group. How's your gold income so high? Essentially, I just haven't touched it. To be perfectly honest, I just haven't done anything with it. The expenses are quite low. Unit wages are not even that much, to be honest. Even though we've got a lot. It may be just because I'm playing as Yithril, I'm not sure. I've also been really focusing on the unrest rate, trying to keep that down, and I did that right from the start of the game, but I am really getting a lot of money coming through. I almost feel like the unit wages are a bit of a bug, like it's costing me so little to actually support what I consider to be a fairly strong army that we actually have. There we go, I've got the next Sword Sentinel group. I might just go back into here and ditch this one. So we'll be wanting to get a few Juggernauts over time. And I'll just move this one across into this zone as well. Okay, so this one can now take on her. I'll just do a quick save, just in case I'm screwing this up. So she ends up going back there all the time. Yeah, not quite. I've got a lot going on here. Anyway, let's just go for it. So she comes out all the time. We haven't been able to really damage her at all, even though we've actually, this will be the third time that we've actually destroyed her. And what happens is they tend to then get they tend to end up with problems. God, I hate the lag when you do the WASD key. There's like a very small lag that sort of comes back in. I'm just going to move these up into this zone here, and we'll just have a bit of a look around. Yep, that should be okay. Alright, pass. And do the same there. And there as well. I'm not sure why we got the benefit with that one. It's interesting, they've now changed the order of the bars. The blue was at the back there before. Only 4 damage. So the yeah, we now actually have oh, we've got stamina already, which means we can start to use skills. This is good. So this is now something that's a bit different. She seems to just be staying where she is. So she has slowed everyone. Yeah, she's got 172. Durina has only got 39 hit points. Actually, this is not my main... Yeah, this is right. This is the other group. That's okay. I'll just leave that one back. Just past that. Don't know why she's not moving in. It may just because we're overwhelming. Here we go. 16 damage. That was better. We have a lot of work to do here. Now with these guys, the Sword Sentinels, I think what I'll do is I will attack her with a 14. These have got better initiative than the others, but the axe wielders are the ones that will end up doing the job. So we now can make use of things like cleave, and we've got throwing knife, we've got berserk. I'm not going to use berserk again, that was terrible. I should test it though, actually. That was 41, that was better. Bring this one across to sort of take that gap. Yes, we've almost got her. Yeah, we're doing big damage because this one's nearby now. They've been weakened. So a dodge. that's her gone. Good. Now defeated, but we probably won't see. Still got all these placeholders. Okay, she escaped to safety. Yeah, that's why she's not taking any damage. Should test her out actually to find out what's going on. But she now has, like now, in one sense, now's the time to attack because she's not going to have. She's going to be weakened in there, so she's now down to 0 hit points. But there's a lot going on in here. Too much for us. So we're just going to zip on past. Alright, I should probably want to get one more unit in amongst that one. What else have we got through here? Enemies in your territory. Yep, so just this one in here. Don't think we've got... Oh, we do have a few things in here. Might as well go out and kill that one. So yeah, we've got a bit of a build-up in here. These aren't very strong. But as we build up more forces, we're going to be able to then make use of them. Enemies in your territory. Okay, so we've got this one as well. So they're coming in towards here, which is we're going to zip around the back with this group to then start to clear out everything from in here. Is it the last one? Oh, and we've got this one as well coming back in this way. And again, we'll end up building forces here as well and building up a bigger group to take on the units in this frozen area. So we've got a few different groups in through here, but we certainly can defend against this. Is that the last one? Yeah, they're the only two that we now have. Okay, so then we've got the construction now complete on that one through there. We'll just go back into the build menu. And again, just going for more unrest protection. And we'll just keep it building. Yep, so we're now under attack here. Now this should be pretty close actually. Oh no, they're only individuals. They do have one Darkling warrior, then they've just got Darkling groups there. Let's just go to battle. Good. Now I'm better off trying to keep my guys together, I think. So I'm going to move them back together just so that they can help each other with the attacks. It's been bashed to the ground, and then we can finish that one off. Or actually, yeah, they're still going. They've still got 10 hit points. This one's only got 9 hit points, the warrior. When we hover over that one, we can see there it's got a precision there of 70. An attack of... actually, what is the attack? If I double-click it and go to the skills, so it's got an initiative of 24. Attack of only 2, so it's hardly anything. What's the attack of this one? 8. Yeah, okay, in that case, finish that one off. That was a big attack. These are the guys we have to get rid of. Good. So we're still going. Only one down that time. But to have them both, they dodged, unfortunately, or we dodged. We're still alive. Nice. And got him. Good. Good work, guys. Good work. So it's better to have them working together like that, I think, than not. Right, let's go marching and see what we can find. So we need to start exploring. Found an item. This one here will give me 20 experience. I'll use that. And I'll just auto-resolve these. These are very powerful. And Darkling Rider. Medium. I'll still just auto-resolve this. So the weakness that we have playing as Youth Thrall is that we just don't have any ranged units. Don't have access to them. Sword Sentinel. Now where can we get? That's out to there, which is a bit dangerous. So I'm just going to move it up into here. Just so we can spend one turn to... in fact, what I could do is... You've got to keep a group there. Actually, I might just move this one a little bit closer. So they're moving back. Actually, we'll move this one back out. So let's just go and take this one on. And we'll just auto-resolve this one. We want to get that other group in with this stack. I really do quite like the pacing of this game. It's pretty fast. Yeah, this is going to give maximum hit points by 2. I might as well just use it on the character that we've got. What is that? A walk den. Oh, okay, that's inside their territory. So we've got bandits running around out here. Reavers back in that way. Let's just move out into the wilds here. So we'll just start to sort of clear things out and help out. So we've got 3 there. Couldn't see them there for a second. And what do you got? You got nothing. I'll go back in here in this case. Just want to keep them away from being attacked out in the open. There's no sort of proximity effect like in Age of Wonders. Enemies, okay, they're done. Construction complete on Raven's Lumberyard. Raven's Hut, so we'll go back to build. Got the Town Hall here. Here we go. So we've now got the command center for here. And if we go to details, we have meditation where we're getting extra mana. We've got a lot of mana, so I don't need that one anymore. And we also then have this one here generating 2 research per turn as well, which is actually fairly useful. Although we've got a lot of research now, 33 coming in per turn. So again, we don't really need that one. So we'll get rid of that one. So that is now done. So we're now down to 31, which is fine. But we now want this one to start to pump out the troops. So we'll go into the spellbook. And so Heart of Fire is going to give me a +1 fire attack per essence. There's nothing else that we've actually really got. The Aura of Might. This doesn't seem to be working. Let's go and cast the spell. And just train in the city here. +1 defense per essence, so it should be an extra 3 defense. And then we just go with the Heart of Fire. There's nothing much else. These are good just for building up the units. Okay, let's go back to train again. So we've got our Juggernaut Plus. Was that what I was building? I think it was what I was building the other one. I can go back into my designs, and with the Juggernauts I can just hide them, just so that we know that this is the one that we want. And the Defender, I'm not going to be bothering with them either, I don't think. I mean, the Sword Sentinel sort of does that sort of role, really. So I think I'll hide that one. I'll leave the others, because we haven't really done anything with those just yet. Done. So we've got the Juggernauts coming. These are going to take a bit longer. I might go even with some dual axe wielders in there, just sort of add them in to the mix as well. And another Juggernaut. So we'll just get a few more things like this done. Alright, that's good. So we've got Juggernaut Pluses are coming in through here as well. Let's just go back to train again. We'll go with dual axe wielders. I might just check those out. If we go back to edit, just make sure that they are using the best of the best. Yeah, they've got the guillotine axe at this stage. That's okay. Yep, no, that's about as good as we've got at this stage. So we'll cancel that one, and it's gone done. So we'll actually go and get more of those as well. Train them up. So playing as Yithril, it's all about the aggression. Yeah, they're sort of allies. And we're getting good experience here. Message from Umber. I think that they're wanting us to leave. You attacked your enemy's forces, so in this case I'm just going to auto-resolve this as well. These aren't going to be able to do much. More caravans there. Get our unit back out this way. Actually, this unit here needs to be upgraded. If we have a look at the actual units, actually there's a couple of units in down through here. So we need to upgrade these Sword Sentinels as well. So we'll upgrade. And upgrade those as well. I think when I started to design them, they only had like groups, not parties or whatever they're called. And we'll now move past them again. Move on out of the way. Okay, so Chinra is saying, what city types town conclave fought, and in what order do you recommend them for one's first 5 cities? That's a good question. It depends on the faction. If you really do get... one of the reasons that I've actually got so much money is because my second city I built up as a town. In fact, my first 2, like the... City number 1 I made as a fortress for this one because I knew that I'd be able to get the better training for my units, and I had 3 essence slots. So for me, because of the because of the power of the units that I have, I thought I'd be able to make better use of those for use in a place that can actually build more powerful units. So I made that a fort, but that was based on the essence and also based on the faction. Quite often I'll make the first one a town. Because you do get bonuses, like so the town here is generating a lot of money. Like if I go, so I've got 2 towns. This was for me. 1 was a fort. Could have made that a town. The second one was a town. Third one was a town just to get the money, so to get the money under control. And then for me, because magic is really not all that important, I didn't bother with conclave. So I've only captured conclave. So playing as Yithril. I would have made a conclave in amongst those first 4 cities if I was playing any other faction, but in this case I didn't. So I just sort of left that where it was, and you'll see that I've mainly got forts or towns from the ones that I did create, like another fort back up in here. Anywhere where I thought I could actually do a good job of building, like this with the extra essence slots, I've made them into forts, just to give myself a little bit more that we can then go and do. Hope that makes sense. So it's sort of, so for me, the conclaves, we've been capturing all these other cities. This one here is one that we probably won't ever bother building units at, because I've got other places I can then go and do that, and I've only got the one essence slot there anyway. These are conclaves that we captured from New Paradon. Also, if you've got like a choke point type location, then a fort is going to give you better defense as well. Sort of like back over here. I mean, I've made a conclave out that way, and I don't know why I made that a conclave, to be honest. Yeah, I've got no idea why I've decided to make that a conclave. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, that's what I did. All right, let's keep on going. Construction complete on the festival. Okay, that's good. Just go back into build. And so all I want to do here is just make either growth or money. So the black market, that does give me bigger unrest, and I don't really want unrest. The foundry. Metals, I really don't have a problem with metals, so I don't need to worry about those. Not yet anyway. Tax office will give me more Gildar, so I'll build that. Whoa, crash, is it? It is a crash. Okay, I must admit that. The game is early access, and so just be aware that we're likely to get those sorts of things. Okay, so it's still technically already running. Close that one off. Not sure where that's showing up. Just try that again. Oh, yeah, there we are. Game already running. God, where would that be then? So when did that one come through? 7 megabytes is all that one was. Not sure how I can destroy that one there. My game crashed the first time I loaded my save. Haven't played it since the update. Yeah, yep. This one shouldn't be playable. Why is that not? Should be able to, it should be showing that it's already playing here. Try it again. It does crash a bit, I've got to say, at this stage. Still early days with this. There's a lot of work to be done, but I'm really loving playing it. Let's go back to load game. So auto save. How long ago was that? Oh, a while back, unfortunately. Guess you don't really expect them to be. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we've lost a few turns. I might just go back into the settings and make sure that it auto saves every turn. That may have, yeah, this is early on. All right, sorry about this, guys. I'm just going to go back in. What I save should be in here somewhere. Turn that one on. Basic options, where is it? Oh, it turns until autosave 3. 1. We'll make it 1 there. Alright, hi Luxic, how you going? There we go, basic left size is 10. Yeah, thanks for that. I don't think there's anything else we want to be changing in here, I don't think. I think I'll just leave it where that is. Alright, so we'll go back to the game. Alright, so unfortunately we did lose a few turns there. Now, what did we get up to before I start to make use of those? Yeah, Juggernaut Plus is coming, so we don't have to worry about that one. Command post in 1 turn there. Festival in 2 there, yeah. So unfortunately it was the worst of luck where that one actually did occur. This one is back in here with 3 moves. That one got there as well, and we want this one now back across here. And we then go back to this one. And into the city just to protect it. Alright. Craxus is happy with us. Umber is not so much. And I think we will go back out, because I feel that if we got rid of Umber ourselves, that would actually be fairly good. It would sort of open things right up for us if we did that. Or we just keep on marching down and just finding opportunities. It's very hard to see Umbar's border. I will just... I'm just going to go and I'll just go and save this one here, just so that I can come back to it, just in case. Back to the game, right? So let's tab across to Raven's Heart, build, and what do we build? Town Hall here was I think we built. It's funny they're not talking. If we go to peace, breaking through here is going to be hard, but we're sort of heading towards that, so I think we'll just stay in the war. We do need to upgrade these. Stack there, can't do anything. We have to be inside our own territory to do the upgrade. Get no text in the messages either. Must be a bug. Yeah, I'd say so. They're going to need to fix that up pretty quickly. I mean, you can sort of get the gist of it, but it's not good. Not good. So we'll leave that one where that is. Command post now finished, so we'll just go back into details again. Ditch. Yes. Ditch. Yes. Done. Aura of Might, cast spell. And train up more of the, it's funny, we've still got those showing up, so we'll just go back into train one of those. That's strong. I might actually battle this one. Oh, a forest. The terrain doesn't really do much other than just block your movement. So in this case, these guys are going to come pretty thick and fast, I would imagine. So we're just going to just set up across here, I think. I'll just move these up into a line. Not that we've got anyone to protect, so it really doesn't matter. So it's interesting. I think by setting autosave to 0, you just say, well, did I put it to 1? And it saves every turn for me. I think I put it to 1. That's what I thought I had done. Maybe I hadn't. I did it until it said 1 turn, so I'll double check that. Right, we've got a few different groups in here now. There was 2 on that same stack again. That looks like a bug. These are big numbers. Very powerful. Now that is again one of the Umbar groups. Primitive dagger. We don't need that one. Just go a little bit further. I mean, if we have a look at the map, you know, it's the actual map snakes all the way around to here, and it looks like Capitar is in here. So we're sort of way over here. We've got a long way to go. Maybe we do get rid of Umbar. I just need a bigger army, that's all. There's another Pioneer Party. How'd they get there? There's a lot going on there. So build into this one. Get the growth. Actually, before I do this one, I'm just going to click on done. This is actually where we had the crash last time. Just do a quick save here. And what I will do is I will just double check. Oh, you're right, it's 0, 1. There we go. I must have accidentally done that one. So we'll just go back and go back to the game. Thank you for seeing that one, Tenru. Very, very much appreciated. That would have been a bit of a disaster if we hadn't have if I hadn't have found that. Oh my God, that would have been terrible. Yeah, thank you for that. That's not good. I was sure I left it on 1. Anyway, that's user error. Okay, true survivors and saying turns into, yeah, okay, sorry, you also picked it up as well. Rick's saying, Daz, are you going to play the new Flashpoint campaign game? Yes, I will be actually. It's fairly soon, I hope. I do actually have it, but I just haven't got to it yet. So, yeah, so true survivor saying, does that turn it off? It does indeed. That was purely user error, that what I actually had through there. So you're talking about the Cold War, I'm guessing, is the Flashpoint one that you're talking about? Yeah, it's interesting. I've got a anyway. Well, I won't talk about it. There is some stuff that I've got to do with that one, which I'm looking forward to. So, but it's been. I've just been so busy that I haven't been able to get to it properly. Just go to build. I will go to tax office again. There we go, tax office again. Tax office causes crashes, okay. Causes crash. Alright, so we won't build tax offices. We will stop that. Confirm. Then we can go back in and play it again. Alright, let's go again. Play. Okay, I did a quick save. So I've got the quick save there. Dude. Okay, so Urgoth's army here. Can't move anymore. One can't move anymore. So we avoid the tax office. I'll go for the faction food per grain. Or the garden. I'll go the grocer. No, everything built. Everything crashes there. Wow. Okay. Anything built in a certain city causes crash. Well, if that's the case, that's a bad crash, actually. That's going to be a problem. That's sort of now making me feel like the crashes are now too dramatic to keep on going with this, unfortunately. I do want to keep on using the Juggernauts. I'll keep on going. Keep on trying. Try it again. Oops, not new game. Not new game. Back. I wonder if it's because it is a... I wonder if that would have helped it starting again, but I don't want to start again. I'll wait for another patch or so before I do another start with this game. There is a lot of work to be done on the game, but I do like where it's heading, except for the crashes. All right, let's try it again now. What about we just go for produce wealth? Okay, I can do that. That'll do. Done. So we'll make money from there and just leave that to its own devices. So tab across. Nothing else to be done. Okay. Oh no. Okay, no, it's too much now. Yeah, it's too many crashes. All right, that'll do. I'll just send that in. I don't think we can play it, guys. I don't think we can play it, so I'm going to have to leave it here, which is a shame. Maybe I don't know what would have caused that last crash. It was the start of a turn. Could have been that I think we were building the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut may have made it crash. I've got no idea. So anyway, it's too unstable to play. What should we do? What should we do? What I might do is I might have a bit of a breather, and then Tenor is saying, I don't think so, no. You may need to verify your game files. Yeah, maybe we'll try that, just see if it does find anything. Let's just give that a go. Otherwise, I'll have a bit of a break, and then we'll come back and do something else. Yeah, I won't be able to play this now until it is fixed. tool. Just go back into here, properties, install files, and I'll just do a quick verification. Well, it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, Pastic is saying we can check another game. Yes. Well, the other game I was thinking of playing was Dwarf Fortress again. Yeah, that was actually or going. I feel I'm a bit tired. I had a big day at the beach yesterday, actually, so I'm sort of a bit tired today. I'm a surf lifesaver, and it was so we had a patrol yesterday, and it's really nice, but it's always leaves me a bit exhausted the next day, and that was certainly the case yesterday. But yeah, because I was thinking of Age of Wonders, but we've got some big attacks coming up for Age of Wonders, and I want to be sharp for when I do those. And I don't feel I'm actually as sharp as I need to be for those just yet. Maybe we look at something a bit different. But Dwarf Fortress, that was fun yesterday. Did enjoy that. Okay, are we going to find anything? Nearly there, nearly there. Normally goes pretty fast with this one. Oh, 2 files failed. There we go. Maybe that's maybe that's it. Let's give that a go. We will play. Keep on going in this case. Thank you for that. That was a good suggestion. Yeah, looks like saying I'm really hooked into Westerwood. So much fun. Yeah, I haven't played much of that one. Also, Xenonauts 2 has had like another update. All right, so we have the autosave there. Let's give that a go. Load that one in. Will this fix it? Yeah, Robert Snow's and saying in my elemental crashes it has to reacquire 2 files on average. Right, that's interesting. Auto resolve that one. So we're back to here. And we did chase this one down. I'll auto resolve that as well. Okay, well let's just test this. Let's build a tax office. If it crashes again. Yes, it did. I'm not going to submit again. All right, we'll try it. God, we'll just keep on trying a little bit longer. We'll try one more time. I mean, I won't change that one. I'll just go and do that again. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're having a lot of crashes today. So tax office is certainly a problem. Yeah, it's a Republican game. It does not like taxes. There we go. It says Pastic. skip the turn, try then. Yeah, I do want to sort of see if it's, yeah, that's, I don't know if, yeah, what it is here. Auto resolve. Done. And auto resolve there. Okay, so still got one more move here. They're cleared. Warps don't increase your moves as much as horses. But don't increase your moves. Yeah, okay. They improve initiative, so you go first further there. Having a warg. Yeah, let's equip that. There's nothing else down that way. Got a few different areas now that are just. I'll leave. Now, did we get the Juggernaut yet? 2 more turns down there. This one again is if we just go, I'm just going to go and just do a quick save in here, and then we'll see what we can get. Build. There's another tax office there. Well, this is a different city, so let's try the tax office here. Or do we just go with something else? That one worked. Queue it up. That one worked. All right, done. Just keep them going in that case. Armor we're getting very, very soon now. 2 seasons. That may be a good enough reason to bring these guys back. I think we'll do that. Queue them back up to here. There's a Crag spawn army there. Use Serene. I'll just do a quick save because so far it's stable. The barracks, I'm not really going to be building them here. I'll just get rid of the unrest. Oh no, this is crazy. Yeah, this is just crashing upon crashing upon crashing. Okay, I'm going to give up on Elemental until we get another fix for the game, which is probably going to be a week away, I would guess. I would imagine it's going to take a little bit of time. So Luke's saying, which game are you excited to play next year? I haven't really looked at next year's games, to be honest. I have been enjoying the games that we actually have. I do. When I went to America, there was a game that Stardock showed us that was really, really cool. I think I'm allowed to talk about it. The Ashes of the Singularity 2. I'm not sure when that's coming out, but that looks incredible. Like it's really is. It was a game I wasn't really looking forward to having a look at, but it looks amazing. Anyway, I'm going to take a bit of a break just for a short period, and I'll have a think about what we play. It really hasn't gone down well, has it, this particular session? Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. So we're not over yet for today, but just sort of see how we go.